I want to look at a verse in the Qur'an really quickly here. There's a surah in the Qur'an, a chapter called Al-Ikhlas. It's also called Al-Asas. It's called Tawheed. There's 18 to 22 names. It's only 4 verses long. It is the heart of Islamic theology. Surah 112, right? So 112:1. This is what it looks like in Arabic. It says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Right? So qul is an imperative to the Prophet, and by extension to all of us. Say, He is God, one. So grammarians, they try to identify what's happening here grammatically. So they say huwa, this is the subject. This is called al-mubtada. And here, lafdun jalala, the expression of exaltation. This is the predicate, the khabar. And then ahad, there's an opinion that this is the permutative, an explanatory word of some sort, or that this is a second predicate. So hold on to that for a minute, I'll come back to it. Now, in the Hebrew Bible, in the Tanakh, we have something called the Tetragrammaton, right? The Tetragrammaton means 4-letter word. Yod, He, Vav, He. Yod, He, Vav, He. So, Y-W, these 4 Hebrew letters. And these letters represent the name of God. No one knows how to articulate these letters. The high priest did on Yom Kippur. The early church fathers have conjectured, and I apologize for this, Yahweh, but this is conjecture. There is something somewhat similar to this in the Qur'an. There's some of the chapters of the Qur'an at the very beginning. There are these mysterious disjointed letters, as they're called. Alif, Lam, Mim, Ha, Mim, Yasin, Taha, Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. Nobody really knows what these means. Now, there's some mystical exegetes who will conjecture things, but they always say, Allahu Alam, God knows. But here's the thing, if you read the Hebrew Bible, so the Shema, right, the great testification of Jewish faith or theology, Deuteronomy 6:4, Shema Yisrael, then you have Yod, He, Vav, He. So here we have the Tetragrammaton. Here we have the Tetragrammaton, right? But Jewish scribes are not allowed to articulate this. It's the Shem HaMaforash. It's the name that's not to be articulated. It's Hashem, the name, the great name. So instead of saying Yahweh or something, again I apologize, or something like that, they will say Adonai. Adonai with the comments here, right? Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. According to the Mishnah, the Shem HaMaforash, the Tetragrammaton, was only articulated in the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, by the HaKohen HaGadol, the high priest, and it was believed to be the most exalted name of God, the actual name of His essence, right? In distinction to Elohim, which indicates His essence. Allah alamun ala that, right? A proper name indicating the essence. Imam Fakhruddin al-Razi, one of the great exegetes and philosophers in our tradition, he said that the Ismul A'zam, the greatest name of God, is this. Huwa. Huwa. Right? Containing the prominent letters of the Tetragrammaton, the He, or the Ha, and the Waw, the very name of God's essence. If you look at the Asbab al-Nuzul, if you look at the occasion of this surah's revelation, if you look at Al-Wahidi, for example, he gives 2 occasions. Once in Mecca, where polytheists are asking the Prophet about God. Once in Medina, when Jews are asking about God. When Jews. So the response comes, say, Huwa is God, Ahad. Huwa I would say Yod He Vav He is a confirmation of the Tetragrammaton. Huwa, the name of his essence, the greatest name. Huwa, and then Allah is equivalent to Eloheinu. And if this is a second predicate, right, as Suyuti says, then you have this parenthetical, Yod He Vav He again, Huwa Echad. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Huwa Allahu Ahad. A perfect confirmation of the principal theological teaching of the Torah,